All right, let's see how you did on your box plots that you made. This will be my second recording on this because the first one I had put 106 instead of 160. So let's do that again. So I put all the numbers in order, and then since there were 10 pieces of data, split it in half, 5 and 5. That put that median in between 70 and 72. So it was the average of them. So add them and divide by 2. So that median was a 71. Take these bottom 5 and find the median of the bottom 5, and that is the middle of the bottom 5 was 43. That is your Q1. The median of that top half is 84. All right, now we find our IQR, Q3 minus Q1, so 84 minus 43, and then our fences, Q1 minus 1.5 IQRs. Q1 minus 1.5 IQRs is negative 18.5. Q3 plus 1.5 IQRs was 145.5. So that 160 ends up being an outlier. So let's take a look at how we do that. Because there was such a wide range from 30 up to 160, then I decided to do my scaling by tens. So I started with 30, 40, 50, 60, all the way up to that. And so then here, I then put, so scale, box, fences, whiskers. So that's my scale. My box is going to be from the Q1 to Q3. So that's 43 to 84. And then put that median there in the middle of 71. Scale, box, fences. So there's no negative 18.5 showing up on the grid. So you don't have to have your fences on the graph, just as long as your data is on there. And so this fence is on there 145 because my data piece 160 is above that. Okay, so that shows up there. So scale, box, fences, whiskers. So we got our fences, and then I had put that outlier out there. Every piece of data that is an outlier would have its own dot out there. Okay, so if you had 3 outliers, they would all have their own individual dot out there. Okay, but remember that your whisker does not touch the fence. No, your whisker does not go to the dot. Your whisker does not go to the dot. It does not cross that fence. Your whisker goes to the next piece of data inside the fence. So that is 294. All right. Now, if I did this one correctly, we ended up not having any outliers. So we had 11 pieces of data. So that made the sixth one the median. 236 and 301 were your Q1 and Q3. You can check your numbers there. That was an IQR of 65, a fence at 138, and there is nothing below the lower fence, so no lower outliers. The upper fence, 398, and so there's nothing above the upper fence, so no upper outliers. So it was pretty straightforward. Now, it did go from 199 all the way up to 350, so I did by tens as well. 200, 210, 220, and so on. Okay, so there was that. And then, so scale, box is my Q1 to Q3, and the median scale, box, fences. Yeah, they don't need to be, I don't need to have those fences on there. And then whiskers. So I'll just whisker out to my max and whisker down to the min. And don't forget to label, label, label. Okay, put those outliers on and label, 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 and that's how you make a box plot. Okay, hopefully you did all right on that. Good luck to you on your next assignment.